How's it hanging, folks? Holy moly, I am, Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a run, I can tell. I'm doing alright this morning. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Got another good sleep last night. Despite, you know, obviously, I talked about it yeah. So I did talk about this yesterday, but, God, where do I even begin? So, oh my word. So, the day before yesterday, my PC started to, like, freeze and shit. So I thought, okay, that's annoying. I'm gonna roll it back, because clearly something's happened, and, you know, if I roll it back, it's just gonna fix itself. So I rolled it back, which would have been all well and good, except it corrupted one of my hard drives, which would have been all well and good, except that was the hard drive that had all of my footage on it. So, the entire Monster Sanctuary video got corrupted. It was just unsalvageable, no way to get it back, which was really annoying. But it was fine. I was really pissed off at first, but, you know, after talking it over, I was just like, it's fine. Just one of those things. And then it turns out when you roll back your PC, OBS resets your mic settings, so it disconnected my microphone. So I spent the entirety of yesterday's video talking to a mic that was not picking up my voice. And in the end, I was just so to put it into a timeline, I woke up at like 8 a.m., got downstairs, started recording at like 8:15. Got downstairs, figured out that my PC had corrupted one of my hard drives at 8:15. Started recording at 8:30, finished recording at 8:45. And then figured out that recording had not picked up any audio at like 8:47. So this was like half an hour after I had figured out that my hard drive had been corrupted. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not recording another one. I'm not. I'm going to upload 15 minutes of uninterrupted 20 minutes till dawn footage without music and without audio. Not my best work, but I mean, fuck it, man. Some days you gotta get something out. That's the price you pay for consistent uploads. Sometimes not all of them are gonna be the best. They're not sending their best. It's difficult, man. I love doing a Trump impression. I think it's very funny. But I also, when I'm editing, I always cut them out. Just because it's cringe. No other way around it, it's just cringe. So as much as I love doing them, I can never put them in a video. It's the devil's bargain. I love doing it, but I can't include it. But anyway, I got sidetracked because I had to re-explain the whole hard drive getting corrupted thing. But yeah, I started over on the Monster Sanctuary video. I was really considering just scrapping it, because, you know, when you lose the footage for something, it's just like, why? It's so demoralizing. I wanted to try and start out on something new, even if that would mean, you know, even if that would mean not necessarily, scrapping a decent project. But in the moment, I was just like, man, I just lost all my footage. I just want to go do something different. But I didn't in the end. I ended up restarting the Monster Sanctuary project, and I mean, I got an insane amount done yesterday. I got to like where I was in my best attempt here in the deleted run, and I managed to like get the editing back to where I was in the deleted attempt. So essentially, what took me like 4 days prior took me 1 day yesterday, which pretty damn impressive if I do say so myself. Yeah, it's got me feeling re-energized, got me feeling a bit better. And I'm ready to just try and like, I don't know, man. Put in the work, put in the effort to just grind it out, because it is going to be a bit of a grind. I wanna. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. I want to try and get it out by next Friday. Not entirely sure how realistic that is, especially since I'm fucking losing my voice. But yeah, I want to try and get it out by next Friday, and to do that, it's going to be a major grind. It's going to be a major grind. I'm sure it's possible. In fact, I know it's possible. If I can do like 10 hours of work in 1 day, then I can, I'll be able to get it done in like 3 days. The fuck? Did the trees deal damage to me? The fuck is that? Yeah. But you know what? Let's talk about politics. Which I always feel nervous talking about politics on the channel, because it's something that I'm deeply interested in. But also I feel like it's one of the hardest topics to talk about, because everyone's political views are slightly different, and people are very, 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 very uptight about whose political opinions they respect. And I mean, to a degree, rightfully so. Like, I don't have an ounce of respect in my heart for Ben Shapiro. I think he's just a complete scumbag. One of the most deplorable humans on Earth. So naturally, I don't think I would ever, listen or respect his opinions, just because I do despise him. But also, that sort of uncharitability that I also have makes it difficult to speak about politics. But I mean, you know what? That's not going to stop me from trying. You know what they say? Try, fail, try again. So I'm just going to keep on talking about politics until it kills me. Yeah, the election's on Monday. We've got 4 days left, and I don't have any faith. I don't have any fucking faith. I'm really at this point fully convinced that Trump is going to win. I'll elaborate on that a little bit. Polls have consistently underestimated Trump. In 2016, I believe Hillary was up 4.1% over Trump, and we all know how that turned out. In 2020, Biden was up 7.1% over Trump, and that turned out to be a relatively close race, all things considered. And in this election, Kamala is up 1% over Trump. So that's even less than Hillary. Hillary got absolutely swept. I don't have a huge amount of faith that, especially considering the fact that Kamala is not running her campaign very well, I don't have a huge amount of faith that she can pull it back. And I do really hope that I'm wrong, because I think a second Trump term would be disastrous It would be genuinely one of the worst things that could happen to the world at the moment. Just, we're talking economically, like climate-wise, diplomatically. It would be a bit of a nightmare. But all things considered, I just don't have a huge amount of faith that Kamala can pull it back. But I mean, I'm gonna be up on election night, just watching the poll count, and hoping that despite the many mistakes that Kamala has made, people in America still remember how much they hate Trump. Because that's I think, if Kamala's going to win, it's going to be because of that. It's not going to be because she's a really strong candidate, because I don't think she is. I think it's going to be because because the American people remember just how much Trump fucking sucked during his term. And they're going to turn up in troves like they did in 2020 to make sure that he never gets back in. I don't have a huge amount of faith that that's going to happen, but if Kamala does win, it's going to be because of that. My hopes aren't high, but I've got hopes. I guess to a degree, I'm also just trying to be a little bit more pessimistic, just because I don't want to get burnt like I did in 2016. Because I mean, everyone was predicting a Hillary win, and I mean, don't get me wrong, Hillary Clinton wouldn't have been great either. She would have definitely been better than Trump, but at the end of the day, she is still a warmonger. Yeah, everyone was predicting a Hillary Clinton win, and it turned out for Trump. It turned out really well for Trump. And I don't want to get my hopes up like I did when I was a little child, and then get burnt and have to deal with 4 years of the most insane man on earth running the biggest country on earth. But to a degree, I suppose it won't affect me a huge amount. I'm in the UK, which the UK is in a uniquely great position in the world, GDP-wise, climate-wise, politically. I mean, things could get bad for us very, very quickly, but we are largely going to be spared from the worst effects of climate change. We're talking, natural disasters, unbelievable heat, mostly because of the collapse of the Gulf Stream. That sort of thing. We're a very fortunate country in that a lot of the worst effects of political malpractice we're going to be spared from. So why am I complaining? Man, I'm secure in the knowledge that the UK will probably be fine, but it doesn't feel good to think about my brothers and sisters in the US who are going to get fucked over by this election. By the way, I'm wishing everyone in the US the best, unless they vote for Trump, unless they vote for Trump, in which case, fuck off. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.